So there's some very spooky going on in the firing range. And they seem to be linked to Revenant because they're utilising Revenant's powers, as we see here. But it looks like there's a lot more to this, guys. Just check this out. We never see this type of power coming from Revenant. Now, why would the firing range be linked to Revenant? As you see here, we've got the skull and bones of the animals. Some kind of dinosaur seems to be like overshadowing the firing range. And we know that Revenant has that very mask that seems to look like a bison skull, shall we say? So we know the firing range is full of so many Easter eggs. If you've not seen our last videos of the dinosaur Easter eggs and the various changes you can do, changing your character going into third person, there's some very, very cool Easter eggs to be caught in the firing range. But guys, we think there's a lot more to this than Revenant, and we think Season 5 has been leaked, or a possible half-time secondary legend coming to Season 4. Let's get into it. It's going to be a good one.
My abilities aren't working.
So why would we name a new legend when we've linked it with Revenant already and we know that's Revenant's ability? Well guys, who did Revenant kill? Yes, Forge, of course. And Forge may have adapted Revenant's abilities during that fight. Just check this out, guys. This is what makes us think there's a new character coming. Watch this. This is one of the explosions slowed right down. And that looks like, if you rewind it, it looks like there's actually a dummy coming from there. But that actually looked like a shield, guys. Watch. So you see like a dummy coming out and breaking up, and then this looks like a Gibraltar shield, a part of Gibraltar shield, or possibly a part of Revenant's shield, because Revenant had a shield on his arm. And I think, is it possible that Revenant sent Forge to somewhere, or this is a new someone who's coming through? It's possibly a new power being explored and it's coming through. And they also seem to have Revenant, because you've got a cross between Revenant, the Forge shield, the Gibraltar shield. Or is it possibly just Revenant? I can't see how that explosion can have anything to do with Revenant. Now there's a lot more going on here, guys, with Fire Range. Just check out what we found. I'm going to let it play out so you hear some of the sounds and some of the actions that have been occurring, and then we'll get into it at the end and see what you guys think of what's been going on. Now, if it's possible that some kind of Easter egg to play out, it could have something to do with Crypto's drone, because that keeps spotting a certain dummy coming up, even though when you look at the drone, the dummy's not in view. Now, that could just be purely coincidence. What mainly we see happening is when you shoot one of the central blue targets at the back, you will get other targets at the front dropping, or things just like this here, as you see, guys. Now, a lot of them do look like Revenant stuff, but a lot of them don't. But we need to crack some kind of code, it looks like. It looks like there's some kind of code going on with the targets. Now, I'm going to let as much play through as I can and let you see we've captured a lot of information here. And this is a place where you're going to catch all the data on what's going on, the sounds, the events, and the things happening, the various issues. That noise then and the targeting makes me think, is it something to do with the dummies? Is that possible? As you see, we were way off the dummy. You heard the drop again, the targets. Is there some kind of sequence? Now I'm hoping if you guys watch this through, and I'll just let it play through in kind of silence, relative silence, maybe one of you guys can figure out a sequence to events or what we could do. But what do you guys think? Do you think there's more to this? If you rewind and go back into slow motion on that breakup, you will definitely see it's like a dummy. So what I thought is there a portal, like a Wraith portal, and somebody was trying to come through but they can't get through? Is that possible?
I'm back. Logged off my drone.
So what I have noticed is a lot of things seem to stem from this dummy here to the left on the firing range, and I'm thinking, is it some kind of code to his? Of course, we've got his afterburners here for landing down his thruster system, and I'm thinking that seemed to come from there. Is it something to do with him, or was it just totally random? But there's too many events coming around this dummy. Now you can hear the sounds that's about to come now in the next few clips that are rapidly put together, and then listen out for the event that happens where it looks like, is it Forge? Is it a new Gibraltar, the new Gibraltar? Or is it someone else trying to come through? Now here again is that main event, guys, that happened, and this is the one that has no sign of being reverenced whatsoever. That looks like Gibraltar's type shield, or it looks like a robot's thigh. I think more like Crypto. It could be his thigh, for instance. I'm just not sure at all, guys. Let me know what you think. But I definitely think it's something trying to come through like a Wraith portal. Let me know what you think. Now, let the rest play out, guys. Funny enough, this was all a complete clip that you've just watched. And if you just rewind it there, I got kicked out in live just after that event happened. So I'm thinking, was that something to do with it? You've got to reset and go back into firing range. So you can rewind there and just see that was a complete live clip you've seen. Although I have added it back in and slowed it down, the clip isn't cut otherwise. So when I got kicked out was the actual event. So you know about this Easter egg here, guys. I showed you we can go out the map and go over to the spaceship at 12 o'clock there now, just above. So that's a cool event. If you've not checked that out, check it out on my other videos, my other Apex Easter eggs videos. It's a cool one. You also know about the dummy one where you can bring the dummies alive. I've shown you that video. That video's in the Apex videos, and there's another one where you can go into third person view. Have you checked out Revenant, guys, in third person view yet on this? If not, check that out. I'll show you how to do that. But what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to let this video play out, and it's just a lot of events that happen on firing range. So if you're looking at a place to come and watch all events, the sounds, the effects, especially the target now we're going to focus on, you'll see them happen, then this is it. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Do you think it's hinting at another Revenant type character, or could it be Forge? Revenant's bonded with him somehow when destroying him and put him into another world? What is going on here? Or is it just Revenant teasing that this is his arena? Because of course, what you might not know, guys, is this is based on the original map, this firing range. It's not the new map, it's based on the original map. It is actually part of the original map. That's what it states under the developer's code. As soon as we crack this, you know I'll put a video up for you guys to do it. With that being said, if you have enjoyed this and you do want to see this Easter egg solved, smash that like button just down the bottom right. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let's get into it, guys. Watch for the rope here, and I'll catch you in the next one. The rope moving.
Let's go this way.
If you're supposed to copy him. Did you see something getting picked up? He's over there. Did you see it?
Let's explore this
Target's
way.
right in front of me.
Go, go, go. Just bump into him. Oh. Yeah. So it seems to be this main event we're looking out for, guys. And what I did notice is when I got to where he was, you've seen it, I got kicked out of the game, reset, but it wasn't a server break. It wasn't kicked out like an issue. It was like it was meant to happen. So I'm thinking, is that possibly one part of what we must do to solve this Easter egg? I don't know, guys, but let me know what you think, because I know one thing, we need to solve this. We need to find out who is in the firing range.
I cannot use my abilities. The all-seeing eye. Making them reboot. Backing out of my drone. I'm good to go.